It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Garage Project and it's a collaboration with Trillium Brewing Company and it's a can of Sunshine Valley. It's a hazy IPA coming in at 8% ABV in a 440ml can. It's a product of New Zealand. I want to say a massive thank you to Mick in Australia for sending me such what should be a wonderful beer. Without further ado, let's get this can out into a glass and see what we get. But I really like that can wrap. Countryside, blue sky, the sun is either going down or coming up. Sunrise is definitely coming up. And what a bet! I wonder what it would be like to have a beer with the sun coming up over the land first thing in the morning. I bet it's fantastic. I must try it. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Look at this. Oh, look at this hazy looking beer. Wow. 2 to 3 finger white head. Look at the colour. If you're a beer fan and you're not excited by this, well, I'm massively excited. Just looking at this beer, full of flavour. It's going to have full of flavour. You can tell just by looking at it. Really unfiltered beer. I'm trying to get it to focus just to show you the carbonation. There you go. Lots of carbonation rolling up the glass. It looks amazing. I'm not going to read anything on the can. I'm not going to read ingredients and whatnot. I know it's 8%. I know it's kind of a hazy double IPA. Bound to be double dry hopped. But I don't know the hops. We'll get into all of that later on. I like to do a bit of a blind taste test. So without further ado, let's get the aroma on this hazy. I think it would be straw coloured if it wasn't so hazy. Looking beer. Here we go. Just throws me back. Just very rare do I take like a big step back and I realise I'm taking a big step back, but this beer knocked me onto my back foot. Really tropical, really tropical, really fruity. And almost like raspberries and loads of mango, passion fruit, lemon, grapefruit. Tangerine, orange peel. Should we dive in? Cheers everybody. Cheers Mick. Oh. Oh. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a beer. Drinkability on this beer is incredible. Mouthfeel is incredible. There is so much going on. Sure, I had a little bit of a hop burn on the back of the throat there with the sheer amount of hops in the beer. Pardon me. Mango, passion fruit, tropical notes, grapefruit, dare I say it, fleshy blood orange, tangerine, just all those lovely punch bowl fruits. When you go to like a wonderful kind of cocktail party, and they empty a kind of bottle of Pimm's, and they make this giant kind of alcoholic punch drink. It's almost like you've just stuck your head in the bowl and gone into that big tropical bowl of punch. Fantastic lacing on the glass, absolutely fantastic. Incredible mouthfeel, fantastic drinkability. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Should we finally get there? Oh, before I get to the can, I was going to get to the can. Let's talk about the balance of the beer. For an 8% ABV beer, it's incredibly drinkable, as I've just mentioned. No sign of that 8% ABV anywhere in the beer. You get a little bit of sweetness to begin with, a bit of bitterness on the back end. Nicely balanced. It's incredible. Sunrise Valley. It's part of their Home and Away series. So about Sunshine Valley, Home and Away, a series of rebrews bringing some of our funnest overseas collaborations back to the garage. Pardon me. For this release, we bring you Sunrise Valley, originally brewed in Canton, Massachusetts, with East Coast brewing legends Trillium, using a radical hop-free boil. So a hop-free boil and a massive dry hop addition of New Zealand Nelson Sauvin and Rakai hops, bringing home the goodness. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Do they mention? Addition of New Zealand Nelson Sauvin and Raku hops. So New Zealand hops in the beer then. I wouldn't be surprised if they had them sent over. Or when they first brewed the beer, the garage project sent the New Zealand hops over, or took them with them, maybe. Big sack of hops on their shoulders on the aeroplane. Massive fan of the two brewing companies. Garage project, absolutely smashing it out of the park, as are Trillium. The technique then behind this beer, a hop-free boil. So when they're boiling the beer, a lot of you know this, so bear with me, because you're going to be going, I know this type of thing. But there are new people who have joined the channel and they're looking to kind of get their interest in beer up and get their knowledge up a little bit. You boil the beer. You boil the beer for two reasons, or mainly one reason, and that is to kill off any germs. Kill off any germs in the beer. And I suppose number two would be, if you were to put some hops in the beer, you're getting some bitterness out of the beer when you put the hop addition in. Some brewers, if they want a massive kind of 100 IBU, massively bitter beer, they'll put a load of hops in the boil. And instead of the hops giving off loads and loads of flavour, the hops are giving off bitterness. It's like an astringent bitterness. It's a bit like when you make a cup of tea. This is very, very basic stuff now. You can either put your milk in first, as I do, put your tea bag in and then add your hot water. Or you can put the tea bag in first, add your hot water, and there's a different taste to the tea. Because it's almost like the tea bag has given off, the tea in the bag has given off a bit of astringency. And it's a different tasting tea. I like that more kind of softer flavour in my tea, so I add the milk first. So it's not got up to that temperature, that really, really hot temperature where you get that kind of astringent flavour come through from the tea bag. So in very, very basic terms, what they've done is they've put no hops in the boil. They've let the beer cool, and they've dry hopped the beer. So they put all of the hops in when the beer's cool, and then the flavour from the hops gets into the beer nice and slowly. Incredible way of brewing beer, really incredible way of brewing beer. It's something that we've been, I say we, I've done enough collaborations, I suppose, to say we, as a kind of a collaborator of a brewer, collaboration brewery. It's been going for about 10, 20 years, this whole kind of double dry hopping kind of process. Really kicked off. I suppose if you want to look at it in a different way, the Belgians, when they brew like krieks and lambics, when they want to make a fruit lambic or a kriek, which is kind of raspberries, cherries, even cherry kriek, they'll put the cherries in the fermenter, and they'll let it all kind of ferment together, and it's incredible, absolutely incredible. So the flavour of the cherry kind of maturates in and kind of gets into the beer, and they leave that for a long time. So it's a bit like the Belgians have been dry hopping with cherries for God knows how long. So it's a process that's been going on for an awful long time, but it's relatively new with the kind of, I'd say, pardon me, it would be a relatively new process for regional breweries. A lot of regional breweries, especially here in the UK, still add a lot of hops into the boil. They haven't kind of grasped that concept yet of this new world brewing, where they're adding everything into the fermenter. Anyway, let's rate this beer. Incredible stuff. Sunrise Valley Hazy IPA, Garage Project, and Trillium. 8% ABV is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.